Welcome to a new exciting season of Kaleidoscope. I'm your co-host, Matt Johnson.
And I'm your co-host, Kania Hervey.
And today, to kick off the new semester, we'll be talking MSU Career Services and Programs. We'll have a couple guests from MSU Career Services and then an employer from SRG Global, and then we're going to close the show with a musical guest. So sit back, tune in, be ready for this new, brand new, exciting semester show. We'll be back.
For students pursuing a career in the medical health field, come check out the new MSU Share Building. The Share Building is located right below St. Clair Hospital on Fleming Avenue. This building will offer students the chance to further their understanding of medical health and prepare them for a future with state-of-the-art hands-on classes.
For students living both on and off campus, come check out the new POD store, located in Alumni Tower. POD store is a great way for students on campus to go grocery shopping without leaving campus, or for students looking for a place to spend flex dollars on drinks, snacks, and supplies. Remember, if you're by Alumni Tower, visit the POD store to the right of the catwalk for products on demand when you want them.
Well, we're back. Our first guest, Megan Boone. She's from Career Services. I want you to tell me a little about yourself.
Yeah. Well, I'm originally actually from Eastern Kentucky, and I've worked in the career services field for quite some years now. I started my career in human resources, so I've got that side of experience as well.
Okay, so what is it that you do over at the Career Center?
I do a little bit of everything, actually. My job title is career counselor / employer relations. So I help students decide on majors. We offer personality and interest inventories to help students know themselves better and decide what career path might be good for them. I do resume reviews, cover letters, help students prepare for interviews. I do a lot of our social media. And then on the employer side, I work a lot one-on-one with the employers trying to recruit them to campus for events like our Resume Blitz and Career Fair.
What's the best times we can come see you?
Yeah, our office is open 8 to 4:30. We do recommend that people make an appointment to have some dedicated time, and you can just call our office. It's 606-783-2233 to schedule an appointment.
Okay.
Well, I've been just looking over the career event calendar, and I see we got some big time events coming out. The students, I really recommend it. Please just take consideration of these, and I'm just going to take the Resume Blitz and the Career Fair. I want to start off with a little bit about the Resume Blitz. What really is this? What is the Resume Blitz?
Yeah, the Resume Blitz is a chance for students to get their resume reviewed by an actual employer. So there's no appointment needed. Students can just stop by. It's actually this coming Tuesday and Wednesday, so September 25th and 26th will be on the second floor of ADUC from 10 until 2. Like I said, students can just stop by, and these are employers that look at a lot of resumes in their day-to-day job, so they're volunteering their time to help our students.
Okay, so as I'm building my resume, what are some things I need to keep in mind as I'm, putting it together?
Yeah, if you're looking at internships or even full-time jobs in an industry setting, so rather than graduate school or something, I think it's important to be aware that the employers don't spend a lot of time looking at your resume. The employers I talk to say they look at it for 15, maybe 20 seconds. So, making sure that your resume is logically oriented, easy to read, you're using those bullet points, you're using action verbs and starting your statements with things like proofed, hosted, edited, rather than having full sentences and paragraphs in there.
Okay.
You're saying 15 to 20 seconds. Is it what really makes a good resume stand out from others that employers really just see?
Yeah, the employers say that they're looking for things like what's your degree, what's your GPA. A lot of the employers that we work with, and this goes for graduate programs as well, if you don't have that 3.0 GPA as a minimum, they're maybe not going to consider you as a candidate. And then they really want to see those internships, co-ops, clinicals, practicums, whatever it's called in your field, but experience that you've gained while you're a student. I think if you don't have that visible on your resume, it's going to be tough to market yourself. So, they're looking for well-rounded candidates, people that have good communication skills, good leadership skills, and on-campus involvement is another great way to show those things on your resume.
So let me ask, would you work in this field, you throw in GPA, right? And then you throw in experience.
Yes.
What candidate would you take if you have a student here that has all the experience? They've done the internships, they've done volunteer work, they're on all the organizations that relate to their field on campus. But you know, they just have this is the mediocre GPA.
If they've got, say, a 2.8 to a 3.2 GPA, most of the employers that we work with say they would take that candidate over someone who's got a 4.0 GPA but doesn't have anything else to fill out that resume. So that on-campus involvement, doing those extra things really make a big difference.
Okay, so how long is too long if I want to write a resume and want to put in every single thing that I've done? Like, how can I minimize that? Or is it furnished upon request? Is that acceptable in your field? So
I would tell you to be selective with your resume. You want it to be focused on where you want to go with your career rather than where you've been. So just include those most relevant things on there.
okay, makes sense.
Well, we'll be right back with Megan Boone. Also, we're going to come on with an internship that's also works in career services. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Yes.
All that we are is the result of what we have thought. The mind is everything. What we think, we become. I'm Tony Hobbs, host of MSPR's new show, Good Vibes. Each week, I'll be sifting through hours of material to bring you the best in adult alternative music. You can expect to hear from bands such as Coldplay, Mumford & Sons, The Kicks, and much more. Good Vibes, Mondays from 7 to 10 p.m. on Morehead State Public Radio.
We're back, and we're here with Carly Lacey. I said you was an intern at Career Services, but that's not right. You just taking advantage of Career Services.
I did.
You seen that building. You was just like, I'm going in there. I'm not going to wait till my last year, my last couple weeks till graduation. I'm going to hit them right now and see what they have to offer.
That's what we want all students to do.
Okay. So Carly, how did you hear about Ms. Boone?
Well, actually, in one of my communication classes with Dr. Janet McCoy, it was required of us to go to the Career Services Center for their seminars that they did every week. And thank goodness it was required because they've really just taught me so much. And I definitely know that I'll be going to the Resume Blitz this year and the Career Fair, and I'll just be taking advantage of all those opportunities. You know, as students, we definitely need to take advantage of everything we can get, and Megan here just does an excellent job as well as all the other employees at the Career Service Center.
Good. So what is it that you do over where you're interning?
Well, this past summer I interned at WKYT in Lexington, and I focused on sales and promotions, and it was just really such a wonderful opportunity. I felt really blessed that I was able to have an internship there. You know, it really helped me narrow down my career goals, everything that I'm going to want to look for and what I want to do exactly when I graduate. And it really, I guess it's given me an insight onto how advertising and television and radio really works. And I know that I'm going to graduate, with a little bit more experience than what I had had before. And it was just a really good opportunity, and I'm glad that I had the Career Services Center on campus to help me, realize how to take advantage of these opportunities and really how to go about searching and looking for them.
Okay, so you're a senior.
Yes, I am.
As a student, what advice do you have for other students as far as, motivating them to go to a career center and finding internships and et cetera?
Well, I think it's really one of those things where it's already hard enough to find jobs. We all know how the economy is right now, and really to make yourself stand out and to stand apart from others, you have to have an internship. I mean, you can't just graduate without the experience. You really need to just motivate yourself to go out and look for those opportunities. And some more advice I'd like to give to students too is do not be afraid to be assertive when those opportunities are handed to you.
I agree.
I think that's the biggest thing that I took away from my experience this summer, is to just be outgoing and network.
That was a big one.
After going through this internship, what could you see? Where do you see yourself? What is the dream career job for you years later after graduation?
When I graduate, I definitely want to have a career in sales and advertising, and I'd like it to be either in television or radio, and really just having that internship helped me realize exactly what I want to do when I graduate. And if anything, having an internship can help you realize exactly what you want to do when you graduate, or maybe you'll realize you might not want to do what you interned in. It's just a real eye-opener.
That's true. Well, I mean to cut you off. That was very interesting, very good insight. I hope students take advantage of what you said. We'll be on commercial break, and we'll come right back after this message.
Do you wish there was somewhere you could go for all your university-related purchases? Did you know that there is? The University Bookstore, located on the first floor of ADUC, has all of your answers. They have school supplies, art supplies, university apparel, and of course, textbooks. Be sure to stop by and visit the University Bookstore today.
For students pursuing a career in the medical health field, come check out the new MSU Share Building. The Share Building is located right below St. Clair Hospital on Fleming Avenue. This building will offer students the chance to further their understanding of medical health and prepare them for a future with state-of-the-art hands-on classes.
Morehead State University's new state-of-the-art Recreation and Wellness Center offers you the opportunity to get in shape. Come enjoy our track overlooking the basketball courts, or take our bikes, ellipticals, treadmills, Stairmasters, and other cardio machines for a spin to help you break a sweat. And once you've worked up and breathing, pump some iron down in our weight room. Come visit MSU's new Recreation Wellness Center, open 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. on weekdays today.
We're back. We still have Megan Boone, but now we have another guest, Charity Andrews, an employer from the SRG Global, which I'm very curious, what really is SRG Global? What is that?
Well, people that are around Morehead know it more as Guardian Auto. We make automotive trim parts, mostly for Ford. We make all the F-150 grills. We've been in business here in Morehead for 15 years. Our biggest line then was the F-150, the 1997 F-150. And we're starting operation, or not really operation, but production now on the 2013 F-150 grills. So that's our biggest production that we do.
So you do a lot of hiring from Morehead State, I'm taking.
We do quite a few, especially students that need a job on second or third shift. We also do co-ops and internships paid. We work with your school schedule, and depends on how many we need for each semester.
All right, we spoke about resumes earlier. What makes a good candidate? What makes one stand out just by reading their resume over at SRG Global?
And the first thing we do is we look at the degree field. We want it to match whatever degree you're applying for the job. Right now we have a chemical engineer position open, so someone with chemistry would best fit that other than someone from psychology. So we look at that first. From there we look at experience. We also look at how professional your resume is laid out. Look at any leadership roles that you've done, any activities you've done, honors, excellence, things of that nature.
Okay.
Well, I see career fair. You're familiar with that, right? It's coming up. You will be back, right?
I will be here. I probably have the biggest booth.
Students, I just got to tell the students this. Tuesday, October 2nd, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. third floor A Doug. No exceptions not to be there.
Do not miss it.
I don't want you to think it's only for seniors, it's only for upperclassmen. You need to be there as freshmen, just to network, just to see what a job fair is all about, to get get a feel for it.
Yep,
And I'll add, it's employers looking for internships and co-ops like SRG, plus it's employers looking for full-time hires, and then there are graduate programs. If anyone's thinking about law school or MBA programs, they'll be represented there as well.
Okay.
So when job fair coming up, student comes up to you, they're not even full dressed, professionally dressed, just, don't have no suit on, the ladies don't have a woman's blazer on. What do you tell them? Do you just proceed on and still talk to them?
Mm-hmm. I do. But like any other employer, I make a mental note of that.
Mental note.
And I mean, that really reflects on you. You're looking at future employers or future schools that you may be going to. Don't show up in your pajamas and plan to get a job off wearing your pajamas. Most people are going to look for you to be well dressed. I mean, jeans and a nice polo, that's fine too. But not pajamas, not shorts, not flip-flops.
So don't have to be full suit. I was told career fair, professionally full suit is the best attire to really stand out.
It is, to stand out, yeah. But if you don't have one, jeans and a t-shirt, or not a t-shirt, but a nice polo, a nice button-up like what you're wearing, is fine too.
And I'll put in a plug for our suit bank. We have a free suit bank in the Career Center. If students can find something that fits, it's theirs to keep. And the Career Center is just right across from Breck. We're at 428 University Boulevard. So no excuses for not being professional.
There's many resources out there.
You heard it first, students. You heard it. No excuses. There's no excuses.
Yep, go for it. Wow, thank you. I know nowadays we're living in a society where they say it doesn't matter anymore as far as what you wear. They don't put an importance on, your dress code when you go into an interview and such. Most people just go wearing whatever. So what is appropriate dressing per se? Like, I know you said the suit doesn't matter. If I wanted to come in with a short skirt, how short is too short?
Well, if you're wearing a skirt to an interview, and job fair might be a little bit different, but a skirt, you want to go with the nice business skirts. The ones that go to your knees or longer are always nice.
Okay, is there like a rule about heels that you wear? Because I love wearing heels, and I heard that you must have a certain
I don't know of one, if there is one.
Okay.
I always tell students, you want to be remembered for what you're saying in the interview or what you're saying at the career fair, not what you're wearing. So if you have outrageous heels on, you might not want to wear those.
Here goes a question for both of you. Outside of dress code, what is really the biggest mistake students come up at job fairs approaching you at your booth?
The biggest mistake I've ever seen is not being prepared to talk to that employer. Coming up saying, what do you do? What is SRG? Career Services has a link where you can get on and see all the employers, see their background, see their websites. Do a little bit of research before you come up and talk to an employer.
All right.
Real quick, what's the biggest mistakes?
I think I agree with Charity, not doing the research and then not being able to introduce yourself, not being able to walk up, extend your hand, make eye contact and say, hi, I'm Megan Boone, I'm a senior in communications.
All right, well, thank you all for coming. We're about to go on a commercial break now. Thank you.
For students living both on and off campus, come check out the new POD store, located in Alumni Tower. POD store is a great way for students on campus to go grocery shopping without leaving campus, or for students looking for a place to spend flex dollars on drinks, snacks, and supplies. Remember, if you're by Alumni Tower, visit the POD store to the right of the catwalk for products on demand when you want them.
Welcome back. So as mentioned earlier, my name is Kenya Hervey and I'm doing the health segment on today's show. And today I will be speaking on diabetes. And as a community, I see it's one of the things that our community struggles with the most when we go as a nursing student as well, going to the hospitals. A lot of the diagnoses are diabetes. So I'm just going to touch on some things about what it is and ways, like signs and symptoms, ways you can somewhat decrease it, and little things just to look out for. So first of all, what is diabetes? Well, just a metabolic disease, and we all know that metabolism refers to the way your food digests and give you energy and your growth. Okay, so we're going to be speaking about pre-diabetes. There is such a thing as pre-diabetes. It's just that your sugar is high, but yet not high enough to be diagnosed as diabetes. So when you are pre-diabetic, it is also important because it still messes up your circulatory function, and it also can give you some heart problems without you even knowing. So it's very important to watch yourself at your pre-diabetic state and trying to eat healthy so you could keep it down so it won't go further into diabetes. So we're going to be speaking about 3 types of diabetes on today. There's type 1 diabetes, which is genetic, where if your parents have a history of diabetes, more than likely you may have it, so it's more important to get it soon so you can, control it so you may not be able to get it. And once you are type 1 diabetic, you will have to be on injections for basically the rest of your life just to make sure you are healthy, you are getting the insulin that you need for your pancreas. So now we have type 2 diabetes, which is most commonly seen in those that are obese. So if you are obese or you are overweight and you're not eating healthy, type 2 diabetes is one thing that come up in your life. And there are so much ways on how to keep yourself from not getting it, such as, eating healthy, working out. If you do not have the time, instead of taking the elevators, something as simple as taking the stairs, parking a little bit further away when you go to the grocery store, all those things come into effect when you are trying to exercise and keep yourself together. And after I spoke about type 2, which is stuff that you gain, and it is mostly treated through pill form. And the third type of diabetes is just gestational diabetes, which is mostly seen in pregnant women. So if your family had a history with pregnancy when they were diabetic during pregnancy, it's also important to watch yourself soon so that when you are pregnant, you can try to talk to your doctor on ways to eat healthier to keep it down so you won't be in that gestational state, because when you have a baby, your baby can become bigger. So that's all the stuff on diabetes. If you have any questions, go see your local doctor on ways to treat yourself with diabetes. So if you see yourself always hungry, thirsty, or you have dry mouth, just go see your doctor because those are also signs and symptoms. So that is my section on health. So hope to see you later. We're going on commercial. Thank you.
Morehead State University's new state-of-the-art Recreation and Wellness Center offers you the opportunity to get in shape. Come enjoy our track overlooking the basketball courts, or take our bikes, ellipticals, treadmills, Stairmasters, and other cardio machines for a spin to help you break a sweat. And once you've worked up and breathing, pump some iron down in our weight room. Come visit MSU's new Recreation Wellness Center, open 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. on weekdays today.
Standing here with our musical guest to end our show. I hope you enjoyed it. Group Heat Barbershop Quartet. That name is just so it's very interesting. Like, where did the name come from?
Just a name.
Heat.
We really just kind of threw it together for this.
Heat Barbershop Quartet. It's just so long. Like normally we had something like more like Beatles, Rolling Stones.
No, it's a barbershop quartet. The title's just Heat.
How did you all come up with the name?
just
randomly picked out of a hat and just like, okay, I'm naming our group this.
Josh.
This
is the first time we've ever sang anywhere. So
tell a little bit about yourself. You music majors or?
Except for Ryan here.
You're not. What do you?
Not. I learned how to catch bad guys. I'm a criminology major.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, all 3 of us are music ed majors. So.
Okay. Well, we're not gonna waste any more time, fellas.
right.
I'm
Go
ready
through
for
it.
you
I'm
guys.
ready to hear y'all.
I'm ready for you guys to
Excited.
throw down, excite this crowd, get our first show of the semester rocking and rolling, and we'll be back in 2 weeks. I'm Matt Johnson. This is my co-host.
Kenya.
We'll be back. I hope you're ready for our second
Yeah.
episode. In this,
you.
fellas.
Thanks a lot.
See you.
Doomba 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 doomba.
I'm sitting on top of the world, just rolling along, just rolling along, because I'm quitting the blues of the world, just singing a song, just singing a song. Glory, hallelujah, I just found the parson a barn ready to go, just like Humpty Dumpty. I'm ready to fall because I'm sitting on top of the world, just rolling along, just rolling along. I'm sitting on top of the world, rolling along, rolling along.
Bum ba da ba dum
Because
bum
I'm
bum.
quitting the blues of the world, just singing a song, just singing a song. Glory, hallelujah, I just phoned the parson a barn ready to go, just like Humpty Dumpty. I'm ready to go, because I'm sitting on top of the world, just singing a song, singing a song. I'm sitting on top of the world.
For students pursuing a career in the medical health field, come check out the new MSU Share Building. The Share Building is located right below St. Clair Hospital on Fleming Avenue. This building will offer students the chance to further their understanding of medical health and prepare them for a future with state-of-the-art hands-on classes.
I know I said I was gone, but I had to come back. That was a beautiful song. Handshakes, fellas.
Very inspirational. I loved it. I enjoyed every moment of it.
Great.
Nice to
That
meet
was-
you all. Thank you
it was
all for
wonderful.
coming, and we'll be seeing you all in 2 weeks.
Stay tuned.
Thank you.